As Nigeria confronts rising food prices, shrinking farmland, and the growing impact of climate change, greenhouse farming is increasingly attracting attention as a practical solution for year-round vegetable production. While many farmers are eager to adopt this technology, questions remain about cost, design durability, and actual performance under Nigerian weather conditions. Today, in AgroBroadcast, we bring you a technical insight into greenhouse installation, what it really takes to set one up, how it performs under harsh weather conditions, and how accessible it is to smallholder farmers. Welcome to agrobroadcast.com, your premium digital hub for agribusiness news, insights, and innovations across Nigeria and Africa. I'm Issa Nuhu. This is AgroBroadcast Report. This interview was conducted here in our Abuja office with an agricultural extension officer and greenhouse installer based in Zaria, who has installed greenhouse systems across several northern states. We begin by asking him about the real requirement for setting up a standard greenhouse. For a farmer who wants to start greenhouse farming, what does it practically take to install one?
Greenhouse is it's just a house or like a pen made of galvanized pipes or bamboos or maybe woods covered with nets and soldering covers. It's not like a room. It's a very model, and then it's usually done on the certain square meters. The standard square meter, the standard meter of greenhouse ranges from 9 by 50. That's the length 9 and the width 50. Then the 9 by 30, 8 by 25, 9 by 30, and so on. 8 by 16 and so on. Greenhouse is a house where plants are being grown, most especially vegetables, with drip lines, that's irrigation lines, with foggers, and the foggers serve as a room temperature controller. And I think that's just a small picture of a greenhouse.
And how does the cost compare to open field farming?
Not that very expensive. Like the 9 by 50 I'm talking about, the average cost that will cost you to construct a 9 by 50 greenhouse is maybe 13 to 20 million, depending on the accessories you want it to be inside the house. Some even cover it with mat so that weed cannot grow inside it. So if you look at the cost, average farmer or just a peasant farmer cannot invest that huge amount of money in just one single room. So it's quite expensive.
Across Nigeria, extreme heat, flooding, and violent winds are becoming more frequent, threatening traditional farming systems. For many investors and farmers, the durability of greenhouse structures under this harsh weather condition is a major concern. Nigeria is facing heat waves, heavy winds, and flooding. How do you design your greenhouse to handle these pressures?
First of all, you have to even consider the wind direction before installing a greenhouse. It usually, you can't just install a greenhouse anyhow. You have to consider the wind direction. After you install it, there are anchor cable that you can put maybe in front and back of the greenhouse to hold it tight. And you consider even the height of that greenhouse. Usually if it is too high, it's prone to wind damage. So you have to, it varies from area to area. The design will vary. There is a dome shape, there is a cube shape, and what have you, depending on what the client wants and where you want it to be.
Beyond the physical structure, technology plays a major role in determining how productive a greenhouse can be. Many farmers fear that greenhouse farming is only for those who can afford expensive digital systems. Modern greenhouses rely on irrigation and climate control systems. What level of technology is truly affordable for Nigerian farmers?
A greenhouse is a more sustainable way of farming. So the water that you're going to apply outside is less in the greenhouse. If you're going to use maybe 10,000 liters of water outside, and greenhouse may need only maybe 1,000 liters, because there are drippers. The irrigation line is there, and the irrigation line will take water directly to the plant where it's needed, and it's just dripping like in drops. So there's water conservation in greenhouse. There is, as I told you, there is pests and diseases control. There is a lot.
While installation is one phase, sustainability depends largely on how well the greenhouse is maintained over time. After installation, what kind of maintenance does a greenhouse require, and how long does it last?
You see, for the surrounding covers and the net are the main issue in greenhouse. After the structure, the pipes, first of all, you have to use galvanized pipes to avoid rusting and what have you. And then the surrounding covers, usually the company that you produce the surrounding covers, they give a guarantee or warranty period. I don't know which one. They give a 15 years. So you see, if it's not extra or anybody damages with maybe with razor or something, it's there. The net too have a certain period of guarantee or warranty period. So the routine management in greenhouse is you make sure that nobody damages your net, nobody damages the surrounding covers, and you make sure that most of the people you don't allow visitors to go inside the greenhouse without doing nothing. So maybe you allow limited access so that they will not damage your pipes and whatever. Most of these pipes are durable and they last longer, but you have to maintain them and make sure that people do not damage them.
One of the biggest motivations driving farmers into greenhouse farming is the promise of higher yield and more consistent yield, especially for vegetables that are in daily demand across urban centers like Abuja. What design features help farmers get better yields compared to open field farming?
What we call mulching. This mulching, if you plant the plant maybe in the ridges, you cover it with mulch film. Mulch film is a leather. Usually it comes in black or white or ash. So you cover it so that it will not allow evaporation to take place, or maybe it will limit the evaporation activity compared to that of open field. And you see, there are some crops that birds and maybe even humans are the pets of that crops. If it is in greenhouse, birds cannot come in. Human beings are controlled. So definitely it will have a higher yield than that of the outside field.
Despite these challenges, the biggest concern for most smallholder farmers remains the cost of entry. Many fear that greenhouse farming is beyond their financial reach. Many small farmers want to adopt greenhouse farming, but worry about costs. What scalable options do you offer?
Usually, you see, that's why we advise farmers to plant a indeterminate varieties of crops inside the greenhouse, not like onions and something that you just remove once. Usually, you see greenhouse planting. We advise them to plant maybe bell peppers or cucumbers, something that you can harvest over time. Maybe you harvest in 6 months. You have a 6 month length of harvest. Unlike maybe a carrot that we just pluck and you go. So usually one can get funds from banks or relative or someone to start a greenhouse. Surely he will pay that rent. He will pay that money within a year, because greenhouse farming is sustainable, is paying, and is more realistic than the one outside or open field farming.
From structural design to climate resistance, technology, maintenance, yield performance, and cost, greenhouse farming is steadily moving from the theory into practice for Nigerian farmers. While the investment may be higher at the beginning, many now see it as a strategic step toward stable food production and market reliability. As food demand rises and climate pressure increases, controlled farming systems like greenhouses may play a growing role in securing Nigeria's vegetable supply. Stay informed, stay inspired, and stay connected with Africa's growing agribusiness scene. Visit www.agrobroadcast.com for in-depth report and success stories. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at AgroBroadcast and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn for updates on agricultural market and innovations.